Human trafficking is a modern version of slavery.
Human trafficking is the fastest growing illegal enterprise in the world.
California is the #1 state for trafficking.
It's happening right here.
In Orange County.
In Santa Ana.
In our community.
Over 25% of human trafficking are children under the age of 18.
Some of us know people that this is happening to.
I am not okay with this.
We are not okay with this.
No estamos bien con esto.
Hi, my name is Beth Gagner, and I'm the founder and director of the Freedom Ride Project, a charity with the mission to raise awareness about human trafficking and move people to action in their own community. We launched in 2016 with a bike ride that went from Bend, Oregon to Newport Beach, spreading the word about human trafficking, collaborating with the police, and getting a lot of media attention so that communities learn more about trafficking and the fact that it's happening in their own backyard. In 2018, we launched the Freedom Ambassador Program, a program with the mission to empower youth to recognize human trafficking and to raise awareness in their own communities through high-impact projects that they create themselves. The Freedom Ambassador Program is made possible through a partnership with Vanguard University's Global Center for Women and Justice and their Live to Free student-led anti-human trafficking club.
We get to contribute and to help teach these young students about what human trafficking is.
Vanguard provides very robust research on the latest data on human trafficking, and the Live to Free students have designed and delivered the curriculum using a peer-to-peer approach so that youth are teaching youth, and there's an increased level of connection, trust, and relatedness. In addition to those organizations, we partnered with Project Kinship. Project Kinship has been instrumental because they're the ones that have the relationships with the schools and have brought us into Valley High School, which is where we started our first program.
I've seen the impact that the program has had in them in the sense that they feel like they're leaders, and now they're able to see that in themselves.
Central to the Freedom Ambassador Program is the belief that youth can have a unique impact because of their relatedness to other youth and their proximity to where this crime is happening on our high school campuses. On the first day of class, we asked the students who in the classroom knows somebody who's been trafficked or is currently being trafficked. And out of a classroom of 20 kids, we had 5 hands go up and say, I know somebody who has been trafficked. Dr. Galicia, the principal at Valley High School, has actually been involved and has a heart for the topic of human trafficking. He's been part of helping to rescue 5 different students throughout his career.
They need to know that there's definitely people out there that care for them, that there's definitely people that love them and that want the best for them. And when they don't have that at home, they recruit to something else. And the minute that they recruit to something else, then that's when they get taken advantage of.
Our students went through a 10-week educational program on human trafficking led by the Vanguard University Live to Free students. As they went through the course, we asked them, what is it that moves your heart about the topic of human trafficking? And what kind of passion do you have that you'd like to combine with where your heart is moved to come up with a project where you can make a difference in your own community?
I was abused, and I was told that I was good for nothing and that I wouldn't amount to anything. But I knew deep down inside that that was not true. I'm standing right here in front of you. There is hope.
In a classroom of 20 students, the students came up with 5 different projects, all unique to highly impact human trafficking in their own community. After coming up with the ideas for their projects, the students were asked to pitch their projects in front of a panel of judges comprised of business people. And upon successfully pitching their ideas, they were all granted funds to execute their projects.
A project like this for students, they definitely mean it. It comes from their heart.
In terms of what I learned most about these kids is that they are dealing with this type of thing on a daily basis.
We assigned adult mentors to each of the teams in order to execute their projects. The Mere Empowerment Project is aimed at kids that are at risk, especially kids that have low self-esteem, particularly in the foster care system.
The girls I've been working with created this film about the way that a girl is lured into exploitation by a boy that pretends to be her boyfriend. The message the girls wanted to share was that this could happen to anyone. It happens to high schoolers that they know, and they want to warn other girls to be aware and to avoid it. So my hope and their hope is that it creates an opportunity for conversation and it prevents other girls from being commercially sexually exploited.
As someone who has a lot of experience working in vice and human trafficking, I know that gang members are utilizing human trafficking and specifically sex trafficking to support their gangs. And having these students step up and be leaders on campus and be proactive about identifying these issues among their peers, among students that may be in risk, is just incredible.
Our vision is to spread this program around the country. We purposely designed it so it's very easy to replicate. The curriculum is downloadable off the internet. We have a train-the-trainer approach for other universities and their students who may want to take on training high schoolers. And we have tracked and documented the process for selecting mentors, supporting mentors as they coach students to develop and to implement their projects. Our vision is that this program would be spread across the country, and it can be implemented in any community where you have a high school with students that are at risk, and within proximity you have a university with students that would like to teach this curriculum. There are many ways you can get involved. You can start a program, a Freedom Ambassador program, in your school. If you're a university and you want to have an impact, your students can be trained to deliver this curriculum in a high school near your college. If you're someone who cares about this and wants to contribute financially, we welcome your contribution. If you're an organization and you want to get your company behind a cause that really matters, we have opportunities for companies to get involved through sponsorship as well as through volunteering. And finally, if you're someone who's a normal citizen that wants to do something, you can become involved as a volunteer remotely or where we're having a program. We invite you to join the fight and be part of our team and the Freedom Ambassador program to keep your community safe and make a difference, a long-term impact on your community. Thank you.